Hi Udoers and welcome back. When purchasing materials, Stealthy Wood has to consider something important: lead times. A purchase order lead time is the number of days from when we place an order to when those items arrive in our stock. It's crucial as it helps us schedule precise delivery dates or at least the time frame so we can recognize our manufacturing, selling, or delivery processes. When producing our desks, for example, we sometimes use office lamps that we receive from our suppliers. If my vendor has a lead time of 10 days, I know that a purchase made on the 1st of July will arrive on the 11th. With this information, I can organize our manufacturing process to begin the desk production right after the products have been received, and then finish in time for my customer to receive the product by when we said we would deliver. Our customer satisfaction depends on that. If we schedule a delivery date, we need to meet it. And that's the same for our vendors. They need to meet our delivery date or we won't be satisfied. It's an essential aspect of everyone's business, so we need to configure our lead times properly. So let's see these in our database. Here I am on my database. Let's go ahead and jump directly to the purchase application. And right off the back, we're going to create an RFQ. So let's click on the new button. And the first thing I wanted to do, of course, is to add my vendor. And then we're going to go ahead and add the product that we do want to purchase from this vendor, which is the office lamp. Okay, so right away, I'm going to see that the order date and the expected arrival date are the same. If you don't see this field at all on your database, you simply need to go over to this button and be sure it's activated. So I just have to check this, and it's the same with the taxes as well. So if you don't see an expected arrival date as I do here, then this is probably not selected. You click on this button and activate it as simple as that. So again, we see that the order date and the expected arrival date are the same. This means that I do not have any lead days set on the product template for this vendor. So let's go ahead and do that right now. All I'm going to do is simply pop open the product template, and I'm going to do that right here from the RFQ. So I'm not going to redirect to another page, which saves me a lot of time. So I'm going to pop this open, and then I'm going to go over the purchase tab and select the vendor and add the delivery lead time right here. So actually, I know that it takes 10 days for this vendor to get this product to me. So I'm going to go ahead and add those 10 days here, and then we're going to save. Of course, you can have multiple vendors with multiple lead times, and you can set all of those right here on the product template, as well as some other things such as price. Then let's go ahead and save this. Now, the line that I originally added will not be automatically updated. I do need to remove it and re-add the product. So let's re-add the office lamp. And there right away we see that the scheduled date has changed. It takes those 10 days into account. So it will take 10 days for the vendor to get the product to me. Now that was really easy to set up. But more than that, we can also add a customer lead time as well. So if we go back to the product, this time I'm going to go to sales, products, and search the office lamp this way. I'm going to click on this, and then we can add that customer lead time in the inventory section. So as we saw before for the vendor lead time, we did that from the purchase tab and on the vendor itself. But for the customer lead time, we need to go to the inventory tab, and then we're going to add it right here. Customer lead time. So I know that it will take me 10 days to get the product from my vendor, and it may take me a few extra days to package the item and send it to my customer. So I'm going to have a customer lead time of 15 days. So let's go ahead and save this, and then we can create a new quotation for our customer. Okay, so let's go ahead and choose our customer, and then add the product as well. So it's the office lamp, and then we're going to save this and confirm. So if we go to the other info tab, we're going to see that the delivery date is expected to be 15 days from now. So today is January 28th, and the expected delivery date is the 12th of February. Now be careful you do see the correct delivery date based on a customer lead time here on the sales order. But if I go to my delivery order, I'm going to notice that the scheduled date is a bit different. It's actually the 10th and not the 12th. And that's because I have a couple of security days added to my database. So just be careful that the date you see on the scheduled date may not be the same as the date on the deadline. So this isn't the date that the customer is expecting the item. It's the date that it's scheduled based on how you have your security lead days configured. But on the sales order, this is the date that the customer is expecting based on the customer lead time. So it's quite easy to set up everything as you can see. And that's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and if I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.